Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Happy Monday. It's the start of a new week and everybody's doing good. Yeah, I got my new eyes. I know other people have seen them probably on Instagram, but these are my new eyes. These are my new eyeglasses. They are Vera Bradley. I know I have a habit of still looking over. Really not too much of an adjustment. However, the reading portion I think needs a special alignment because I'm trying to find my way to do with my progressives that I've never had a problem with my progressives before. But I think the guy that did it, or maybe the nose piece just needs an adjustment. Well, I don't know. I'll figure that out. Anyway, I went for a completely different shape and the color is black, and I went for my transitions lenses, of course, which these turn black out in the sun, which is cool. I never had a pair that did that before, but I wanted to do this to match the frame. As you see on the side has the famous Vera Bradley flowery pattern on both sides. And these are in what I consider a rose gold. I know they say copper. I like to say rose gold. So I like them. Now, if I didn't like them, I wouldn't buy them. Like I said, went for a completely different shape. This comes with a really cool Vera Bradley case. I didn't expect this. I expected the usual Davis Vision case, but the guy pulled this out. He says this is what came with it. I was like, really? So cool. And of course, it opens up, says the Vera Bradley logo. Just love it. I never had a case that actually matched the actual pair of glasses. So that's pretty cool. But the guy was hysterical laughing because what they gave me as far as a cleaning cloth, they gave me a Ray-Ban cleaning cloth. He says, you went for Vera Bradley everything. They didn't have a Vera Bradley cleaning cloth? I said, I guess not. So, and that's it on that. Yeah, I mean, the distance-wise is great. And she said it went up. I think the reading portion went up a notch, which is why I have to get used to it. Now, I've had these glasses since Friday. So it'll be Saturday, Sunday, and then today's Monday. So I'm trying to give them a real good chance. I'm thinking maybe the nose, the nose pieces needs to be adjusted. Maybe they need to come out more to where they don't sit so low on my face. Maybe just up a little bit higher, for maybe the rims to match on the side of the eyebrows. I mean, I'm usually comfortable with how I want my glasses to be. So, but obviously, other than that, they're straight and they're good looking. Yeah, I'm just talking today. Not even anything Disney related. I'm just looking for new music, and I am very heavy with new music and the community of Twitter. Like I said, I do have a Twitter page that's solely dedicated to things with music. There's some Disney stuff in there too. Every so often I rant and rave about something. Yeah, and then Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing is circulating now. So I've connected with a few people with that as well. But mostly solely for music. Talking about music, my husband says to me the other night, he says, guitar player Eric Clapton is coming to our town. He says, would you like to go? Now, we haven't seen Eric Clapton in quite a few years, way before the pandemic. I had bowed out and said no, and I think my husband was a little bit thrown back from that. He said, why? I says, well, I try to be nice and explain myself, but I says, listen, I have come to a point in my life where I want to experience new and different bands, new music. I'm always for that. I love listening to music. My husband plays music, he's a guitar player, but I like to listen to music. I am just I want to maybe see and experience new bands. Now, the bands that I listen to on Twitter, they will, with today's world, with the radio station, I can go on and on with this, but that's what the subject is about today. It just pisses me off that these good bands, so many good bands, that'll never get the light of day as far as airplay is concerned on a radio station. So that's why we have things like Spotify, we have things like SoundCloud, and YouTube. I mean, Facebook Live. They can go, maybe perform something, for their fans. And these bands are, there's a lot of good bands that I feel that I like. I mean, it's not for everybody, but yeah. So the thing is I explained that to my husband. I says, I've come to an age. I says, I don't know if I'm just getting tired of things or it's just the same thing all the time. Yeah, but we haven't seen them in a while. We haven't seen them in a few years. It'd be good to see. And my husband's like, at that point, like, he's afraid to go, this may be his retirement, Eric Clapton. It's always that, you never know when it's going to be the end for a musician or a band. Although there are quite a few bands out there now that have just been retiring for 40 freaking years. Just go already. But we got suckered into that also. And I'm getting tired of that as well. One of the bands happened to be Kiss. My husband's first concert was Kiss in 1977, Madison Square Garden. I think the kid was 12 years old. The kid, my husband, I think he was like 12 years old, maybe 13 back then. Got involved with a scalper and purchased the ticket, and he still has that ticket stub. That ticket stub, I think, was like $12. I think it was $12.50 to get in. So that was a big deal back then. He still has his ticket stub. But we have been going to concerts. He's been going since 77. I've been going since he's been taking me since 1983. I think my first concert was Holo Notes, 1984, at the Garden. The Garden is our hometown arena. So, yeah, I mean, I've been to way over 250 some odd shows. So, I mean, I've seen a lot of bands. Sometimes we see them 2, 3, 4 times. I mean, I've seen Motley Crue, Kiss, holy smokes, Cinderella, Megadeth, Metallica, Iron Maiden, Ingrid Malmsteen. I mean, Eric Clapton. I could just go on. I could just go on and on and on and on and on. Joel Walsh. I mean, the list with me is endless. As a matter of fact, I pulled out my book, one of my books that I just threw a whole bunch of stuff in, it's kind of like a scrapbook, but it's actually a photo album. I mean, I have things here that is, I mean, just to name quite a few of the concerts. And this is where my concerts start. My ticket stubs. I do save my ticket stubs. And these are my ticket stubs. And these are my ticket stubs. And my stubs. And my stubs. And my stubs. Today now, again, you don't have a foolproof ticket, but, you have you could do the printout. And they actually charge you a freaking convenience charge, Ticketmaster, to print out the ticket out of your own home. And it's supposed to be a convenience. Well, whose convenience? It's my printer, it's my ink, and I'm paying you $2.50. Whatever. Anyway, ticket stubs. These were the good old days. These were the good old days. Right here, people. Right here. So this doesn't even begin to, I mean, the band Triumph, Iron Maiden. Let me just read you a few of my ticket stubs. Twisted Sister. Okay, we're going back to the 80s. Creed. Kiss, quite a few times. I saw Kiss with the reunion, seen Kiss for the farewell, for the 40th time of a farewell. I mean, how many farewells are you going to have? This year's supposed to be it. I have no idea. I'm not getting involved. Yeah, Ronnie James Dio. God bless him. Rest your soul, Ronnie. God rest his soul. Deep Purple. Britney Spears. Yes, I do have a wide range of things that I do. Britney Spears, Whitesnake, Stevie Ray Vaughan, God rest his soul also. I am so glad. Rolling Stones, quite a few times. I worked for a family that one of my last gifts of working with them, with the family, I used to babysit and housekeep, was the Rolling Stones at Giant Stadium. My boss was a huge, well, my boss's husband was a humongous Rolling Stones fan. He gave me the ultimate birthday gift for the night of the concert. He says, by the way, he says, call Joe, because at that time he was my fiance. Call Joe, my husband, because you know, your fiance, call him because you guys are going to the concert tonight. Happy birthday. It's from me to you. I thought I was going to pass out. So that was like one of the coolest birthday gifts from a boss that I actually ever got. So Rolling Stones, we saw them a few times. Whitesnake. The Beach Boys. We're big Beach Boys fans. And when you had a good amount of the Beach Boys, right now there's only one Beach Boy left, which is Brian Wilson. I don't consider Mike Love. I don't consider the rest of them the true Beach Boys. I wanted the three brothers, which was Carl, Dennis, and Brian. But Dennis I never got a chance to see in concert. He already passed away. But yeah, saw them a few times. Okay, Robert Plant, Pink Floyd, Bon Jovi. Was a huge Bon Jovi fan. Okay, here's one here for Eric Clapton. 1988 was Eric Clapton. I saw Eric Clapton quite a few times during that. Okay, Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, the founding members of, you know, Led Zeppelin. Joe Satriani. We saw them at the House of Blues down in Disney World. We saw Joe Satriani, as a matter of fact. Saw Joe Satriani quite a few times. We had front row for him here in New York City, as a matter of fact. Kiss again. Kiss, 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 Kiss. Yes, we did see Kiss quite a few times. I'm also a Harry Connick Jr. fan. Jazz. I'm also that. So I went to see him quite a few times. I also had tickets for Harry Connick Jr. front row at the Beacon Theater here in New York City. That concert I went by myself, and I purchased that ticket through the fan club. Yeah, Twisted Sister I already said. The Allman Brothers. Van Halen. God bless you, Eddie Van Halen. Yes, I have seen Van Halen. The group Foreigner. Bryan Adams. I still have my original ticket stub for Holo Notes, which I seen. And I don't have the date on it because the date has been ripped off. But we sat up in the mezzanine, row B. Yeah, that was 1984. These tickets were $15 each back then, 1984. Okay? Hot stuff, huh? There's tickets here that I just... Okay, Metallica. An Evening with Metallica, yes. What else? I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. Heart. We saw the female group Heart. The group Boston. The group Starship. Not Jefferson Starship, but Starship. Stevie Ray Vaughan again. The Monkees, yes. Saw the Monkees. Phil Collins, God bless him, because Phil Collins right now is, he has since retired, and he's not doing very well health-wise from what I understand. So, God bless you, Phil. Jethro Tull, I won those tickets. My husband's birthday. He wanted to actually go see Jethro Tull. I lucked out because I didn't have to pay for the tickets. So say, here, happy birthday, we're going to see Jethro Tull. So that kind of worked out. Yeah, let's see. Which was Clash of the Titans. Now, Clash of the Titans was here at Madison Square Garden, which involved the group Slayer, the group Alice in Chains, I want to say Megadeth. Yes, Megadeth, Anthrax. It was a whole bunch of heavy metal. So we went. God rest his soul, David Bowie. Yes, I have seen David Bowie. AC/DC. Yes, I have seen AC/DC quite a few times. Again, I saw Holo Notes. Quite a few times. Let's see. Beach Boys again. Some of these are repeats because I do go see bands, you know, if I like them enough. Okay, The Who at Giant Stadium, 1989. Yes, I did see The Who. My husband was at The Who show at Shea Stadium back in, I want to say 1982. I want to say 81 or 82. That was a big show. It was 2 nights. He went, it poured rain, I believe, both nights. Yeah, he went to see them with a whole bunch of friends. I wasn't with him then because I was with him a year later. Debbie Gibson. Yes, I have seen Debbie Gibson in concert. Paul McCartney. Yes, I have seen one of the Beatles. So, Lita Ford. Awesome chick. Rock guitar player. Absolutely. I've seen her. Ingrid Malmsteen, yes, was with her. So, at the Beacon Theater. Yes, I saw that. Let's see. Rock and Roll Nights, Westbury Music Day, right? Iron Maiden again. Aerosmith. I saw Aerosmith. Roseland Ballroom, I saw Ronnie James Dio again. Roseland Ballroom was actually taped that night. We have the DVD, and you could probably look it up on Amazon for Ronnie James Dio live at the Roseland Ballroom DVD. We were at that show. So that was very special for us because, God rest his soul, he's in heaven. Gloria Estefan. I won those tickets. I went to see Gloria Estefan. I took my dentist's assistant back then because I was good friends with her. So, yep. Okay, and the ever-loving, yes, don't laugh at me, Spinal Tap. Yes, we saw the band Spinal Tap. You know the movie Spinal Tap? We actually saw them in concert. We had second row for them. They were freaking great. Pretend band does good, you know? And, yeah, we saw them. Let's see. I do have quite a few others now. Those are actual printout tickets from the computer, which is, you know, I do save them. So I have them. They look like that. This is, who is this? Iron Butterfly. Is it? Well, I know I saw Iron. No, did I see Iron Butterfly? No, I saw Vanilla Fudge. I didn't see Iron Butterfly. No, I didn't. And I saw Leslie West with the band Mountain. God rest his soul too, Leslie West. I mean, there's so many bands that, like, you know, the great musicians that are no longer here. That's another thing that pisses me off. Like, if they come in concert again. I was going to say, like, you know what? But that band member's missing. That band member's missing. How could it actually still be the band when you have one of the greatest people that are no longer in the band? See, that's where I ended. I don't want to see it like that. I want to keep my memories, you know? Okay, who the hell is this? Hot Autumn Nights. Oh, this was a bunch of, that was a bunch of bands. That's what I say. That was a bunch of bands. Yeah, just to name a few bands that I have actually went to see over my life. You know? Good times. Absolutely good times. Leonard Skinner. Yes, I did see Leonard Skinner. Ozzy Osbourne. Absolutely. Seen him. And of course, Eric Clapton a few times, like I said already. Black Crowes. I saw Black Crowes. Absolutely. Now, there was a numerous time in my life where I actually, oh God, to name a few, I won quite a few contests in my life. From 1990 to 1995. Possibly even 90. I'll go as far as 96, maybe even 97. I won up and down the dial of my radio stations. I don't know. I don't think I've ever spoken this before, but I did. I also won 2 trips. 1991, I won an all expense paid trip to Catalina Island, which was California. That was my first plane trip ever. That was my first trip out of New York ever. So, yep, I think I mentioned that to you. And this was, I do save some of the letters from the radio stations. One's from Hot 97, one is from K-Rock. These are both New York City. This is, I won the contest 1992. Dear K-Rock listener, congratulations, you are the 92.3 K-Rock winner on the Desert Island Discs. Now, this was another contest. To obtain your compact disc player, you need to come to the station. Okay, this was 1992. Wow, that brings back memories. I won a stereo piece, compact disc player. Literally won it. I still have pictures of it. And the contest was, if you were ever stuck on a desert island, what are the 5 songs that you would have to hear? So I picked, at that point I was a huge Rolling Stones fan. I picked all Stones songs. Now, if you got picked, which is by postcard, if you had gotten picked, they would play the 5 songs on the radio, and then it would announce you as, this is tonight's Desert Island Disc winner. She has a, you know. It was one of the nights that I was not home. I was with my mom. We were at a bingo game. Yes, we used to play bingo also. I miss doing that. That's a good way to win a lot of money. But anyhow, Yeah, and that was the night that I didn't bring my Walkman with me. I usually had my radio, my headphones with me. That was the night I didn't win. About 3 nights later, I get this letter in the mail, and I almost passed out. So to obtain your CD, compact disc player, come between the hours of so 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please bring this letter with you along with a photo ID, when I had a photo ID. If you have any questions, contact. Okay, this was a woman named Diane. I had won quite a few times with this radio station. This is where I won the trip to Catalina from the same radio station. The woman Diane was the actual woman that I won the trip off of. And I know I have that letter somewhere. I think my husband has a better copy of it. So that was 91 was the first. This was 92. This was also June 5th, 1992 from the Hot 97. Congratulations, you're the winner of an exclusive VIP passes to see Criss Cross, Cause and Effect, Liddell Townsend, Das Effect at the MTV Sports Festival on Saturday, June 14, hosted by Hot 97. Deborah Rath and Howard Hoffman. Those were the two DJs. Enclosed, you will find 2 VIP passes, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I had I think my husband still has his VIP pass. Concert, please wear them as soon as you're at the concert. The Beach, Belmont, New Jersey. That's where we went. The festival will run from noon to 7 p.m. The concerts should start about 12 noon. Will continue throughout the day. The passes are your only ticket to the VIP section. Again, congratulations to the Hot 97 promotion department. I mean, these are just some of the things. It's so weird to look at them again. Good memories. Good memories. Unbelievable. I think, what else? Just have like, I'm gonna cry. I'm just like, going through some of the memories here. Let's see what this is. Okay, that was a special. That was this private letter. I have some autographs. Debbie Gibson, Bobby Sherman. Now I'm going back. We'll go back from the late 60s, early 70s to Bobby Sherman. This is Bobby Sherman, okay? And I had spoken to him on a radio station on the Tom Snyder show. For all of you who don't know who Tom Snyder, again, God rest his soul, Tom Snyder, I love you. He was great. Me and him, like, even though on the radio, even when he would hear my voice or something, he was starting to call me Mo. That's how close it was. Maureen, it was great talking to you. Love you, Bobby Sherman. So I talked to him on the radio, and then I used to request an autograph. And Tom Snyder used to say, here we go. Anytime Maureen calls, she's going to ask for a friggin' autograph. He says, I even think we have her name in the phone book, he goes. Metal Edge Magazine. I had won a poster, an autographed poster of a band. Congratulations, you're a winner. Thanks for reading Metal Edge Magazine. And that's one of the letters from that. And this doesn't have a date on it. That's ridiculous. But anyway, it doesn't have the date. I know it was from the early 90s. Ay. Things like that. John Stamos. Talked to John Stamos through Tom Snyder's show. And there was an event near my old neighborhood where he was actually supposed to appear. I waited for him all day. He never showed up. I was pissed. Managed to get on the Tom Snyder show. I explained the story to John Stamos, and he was like, oh my God. He says, I did know about it. He says, I have heard about it. He says, I'm sorry. He says, but sometimes publicists and everything, they get in the way, and then they reschedule you to do something else. He says, I'm sure that's what happened. So he says, what did you want to do? He says, what was like the thing that you wanted to do when you met me? I says, just get your autograph and say hi, maybe a picture, And And I says, would it be possible? Now Tom Snyder interrupts, and I remember the conversation. He goes, oh, Jesus, here we go. He says, she's going to ask you for an autograph. John Stamos says, she deserves an autograph. He says, yes, she does. So a week later, in my mail, and I have to take this out, to Maureen, love John Stamos. Pretty cool, huh? So that was one of my ultimate autographs. I mean, I have many other autographs, but ultimate autographs. Unbelievable. Anyway, while I was just sitting going down memory lane, maybe I'll even do another one in the near future for this, because this seems like this is going to be a lot, and we're already running 25 minutes into this video. So I think I'm going to stop it here. Boy, that was fun. That really was. Yeah, I'm going to get my act together on that, and I'm going to talk about some other things. All right, people, just a little bit of chit chat. Nothing else is going on. I decided not to go out today. Did a few things here around the house. Back is absolutely killing me. I need to do something with this. It's going to be fun for Florida. We have 83 more days. We hit the 80s with my numbers. Next week will be in the 70s. This is just happening like real quick. All right, people. Thank you so much again for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for listening. You know, have you guys went to any concerts? Are you guys, into music as much as probably I am? Or what are the bands that you have seen? Let me know in the comments below. It's an interesting conversation. I do have a lot more to say. My reasons on certain things, and I think sometimes the things get out of hand. So I will be making another video about that situation. So it just makes good conversation, let me tell you something. Disney is not everything. I do have a lot of other things going on in my life. I like to expand myself. All right, people. God bless you. Love to all. Happy Monday. Be safe out there. Stay cool. It's getting hot out. Love to all. Take care. Bye-bye.